Hi, colleagues, traders. Previous week ended, and now we shall talk about new possibilities about trading on forex market. So last week was really very interesting, and as we could see, different indicators changed the situation on forex market. So let's talk first about last week. In the beginning of the previous week, we could see several indicators, but more interesting was the second day of previous week. I mean, that's because Japanese yen showed us something about the economics about the economy in Japan. China showed growth, and also RBA did not change the interest rate about the interest rate. And this was not very good for Australian dollar, but now Australian dollar became, for not maybe for a long time, a little bit stronger. Swiss unemployment became better, and European GDP showed that everything about the European GDP is not so bad for today. Then on Wednesday, the GDP of Japan also was not so bad. Canada left the interest rate as it was before, and some data about Russian ruble we could also see last week on Wednesday. Mixed data was about China last Thursday, September 9, and the decision about marginal lending facility and deposit facility rate was left as it was before in the Eurozone. Initial jobless claims showed good data also, and even those people who talked about American economy didn't change the situation because there are problems in the United States of America, and it's true. And Friday showed us that Great Britain feels really good. Maybe not every indicator was very good or good at least, but Great Britain showed us that Great Britain pound can grow in nearest time. In Russia was changed interest rate a little bit, as you can see, but it was expected about 7%, and they changed it to 6.75. Employment change in Canada was a little bit worse than it was expected, but the unemployment rate showed good data, as you can see here. So that's all. The week was very interesting and very useful for those who tried to make money last week. There were really many possibilities to do this. So let's talk about new week. Today, just one indicator would be useful for us. I mean, federal budget balance of the United States of America, and it showed that data is a little bit better than it was expected. What can we expect this week? Tomorrow, very many interesting things about Australia, as you can see here. Also, very important that RBA governor law will tell something about the economy. It's very important, and we need to use this information in our for trading. Then we shall see some data about employment in Great Britain, and also Spanish CPI, Spanish HICP, and something about Germany. After that, we shall see some data about core CPI in the United States of America. Wednesday, some data about China, about industrial production at least. This is also very important indicator. And CPI of Great Britain also will be Wednesday this week. And Canada will tell us what is going on about their core CPI also on Wednesday. Thursday this week will tell us something about Japan and Australia again. And of course, GDP of New Zealand will be very interesting for those who use this information to buy or sell New Zealand dollar. Don't forget about these indicators: semi-core retail sales, initial jobless claims, Philadelphia Federal Manufacturing Index, and retail sales in United States of America. And finally, Friday, core retail sales and retail sales in Great Britain, core CPI and CPI in Eurozone, and Michigan consumer expectations. These indicators are also very important in trading in some pairs. So that's all. Let's talk about technical analysis. As we can see on the graph, previous week, this pair went down, but in my opinion, it will go a little bit up this week, nearer to level 1.1870, or maybe a little bit higher to level 1.1910. If you want to use trend for trading on this pair, I recommend you, if you don't want to buy now, I recommend you maybe to wait maybe about 2 days. And then if you will see that the price cannot break this level, it is very good point, one of the points which you can use in your trading to start selling Euro USD from somewhere here. Or maybe if it will break this level, it will go near to level 1.9057. But now it's a little bit early to speak about this. So as you can see, there's down-going trend channel, and even if the pair will go and try to test the top of this trading channel, it is just another one possibility to sell this pair from the level, from one of the levels which is higher, and this will give us more profit if we try to use these very interesting points for trading on this pair. So that's all about Euro USD. Let's see something interesting about GBP USD. Here's the same situation. Last week pair went down and then it tried to break this level. I mean level 1.3880, but because of indicators which could help this pair to grow last week, this pair couldn't break this level. But this week there is a lot of data about Eurozone, about Great Britain. That's why I expect that this pair will go up. Maybe not so many points it will take while it will go up, but I expect it will try to test again nearest 1 or 2 days the level 1.3880, and if it break this level, it will go, in my opinion, somewhere here to level 1.3925. And this is a really strong level. That's why I marked it this way. You can see it here in yellow. And also, you can see here, I recommend to sell from somewhere here. It's very good level to sell this pair in middle term or long term conditions. So if you want to make money on this pair, I told you really many about this, and just try and maybe you will be able to find one of the best points somewhere here. The targets are 1.3810, 1.3750, and 1.3670, and then lower. So that's all about the spam. Let's continue. This is USD Japanese yen. Here we can see a really good uptrend. The price last week tried to beat this level, I mean level 110.28, but it couldn't do it last week. And as you can see, here's a really big bearish candle. And now if you want to try to sell this pair, there's a really good possibility. The target, the nearest one of the targets is 110.70, and maybe a little bit lower, 109.70 and 109.80. 25. And from one of these levels, you can buy. The recommendation is also to buy as it was before, because this pair nearest time will continue going up. And if you buy from somewhere here, the targets are 110.29, 111.10, 111.55, 112.40. So that's all about this pair. Next one pair is United States dollar versus Swiss franc. Here is also the recommendation to buy this pair. If you trade in long-term conditions, you can wait a little bit and buy this pair from somewhere here. I'm in level 1, 0.9177, or maybe a little bit lower, 0.9147. The targets are 0.9235, 0.9275, and 0.9350, and then higher. So that's all about this pair. Next one pair is Australian dollar with United States dollar. Here, as we can see, is really good local uptrend. But don't forget that the long-term conditions, here's just down-going trend. That's why I recommend to buy this pair nearest time, and even if it goes somewhere here, it is just one more possibility to sell it from the better point. I mean the level 0.7485, or maybe a little bit lower, 0.7457. The targets lower up 0.7270, 0.7290, and 0.7225, and lower, because the trend here is down. So that's all about this pair. The same situation on the next pair. I mean New Zealand dollar and pair with United States dollar. The same recommendation. You can wait a little bit. The price will probably go a little bit higher, maybe even to this level. I mean level 0.7190, or maybe 0.7210. And from somewhere here, if you open sell order, you will have possibility to have really good profit in middle term or long term conditions. The targets are lower. I mean levels 0.7085, 0.7055, 0.6917, and 0.6930. And then lower, because the main trend here is down also. So the last pair that we shall discuss today is United States dollar and pair with Canadian dollar. Here is the situation where we can see really good uptrend. As you can see here, it's flat. But this week, I expect that here we can see probably some retracement, and the price probably will go to these levels, 1.2610, or maybe even a little bit lower to level 1.2585. And from one of these levels, I recommend buy this pair, because in middle term and long term conditions, this pair will go up for sure. The targets are 1.20 675, 1.2785, 1.2870, and upper. So that's all about this pair. Next one pair is gold. Here we can see really pretty and strong downtrend. As you can see, we have several points where the price tried to touch the top of downgoing trend channel. So what are the expectations about this, about gold? In several days, I expect that the price will try to test this level. I mean level 1835. And if it goes here or maybe a little bit higher, maybe to level 1878, I recommend to sell this pair. Because the main trend here is also down. So the situation is very interesting, but we can understand it. Before the Fed of United States of America will tell something interesting near the 23rd of September this year, we have possibility to see some retracement here also. That's why let's wait a little bit, and if the price goes at least here, it is also really good possibility to sell from here. Don't worry, because the main trend is shows us that the price will go down for sure. So this week is also very interesting, and as I try to tell you every time, I will tell you now again. Be careful, trade carefully, don't hurry opening buy or sell orders, because trading in trend is better than trading not in trend. That's why wait a little bit for retracement if you see it could be possibly, and then open your buy or sell orders. The week is very interesting because very many events are during this week. That's why let's be careful, let's have good mood. I wish you and wish me a really good mood and really good profit. Thank you all. See you next week. Bye.